Welcome to yet another Sounds of Science movie. This time we will be focusing on how to hang the panels from the walls, from the ceilings, from anywhere you wish, basically. And as you will see, it's very easy to do so, and your options are multiple, because it's very easy to screw and put things in and through the material. So first we'll give you some tips and tricks on how to do different things, and after that we'll do an actual wall mounting on this very wall here. Yes. But first, the tips and tricks. This is the back side of a panel. Now here you have the mounting holes that you use when you hang it on the walls, but that's not the only way to hang it on the wall, is it? You can hang it like you hang an ordinary painting, with steel wire or just some nylon rope. It's very easy to take a screw or a hook and screw it into the material. Use the edges. They are very hard and good to use. Just screw it in like that. And another one. I didn't bring any steel wire, but a nylon rope works just as well. Put one end here and the other end here. I don't want to do it so. And then you can just hang it on the wall like you hang a painting. Other ways of doing this is, of course, to use a curtain rod or similar that you place high up on the ceiling. And then you let fishing line come down, and then you hang the fishing line on these hooks, and you can hang panel side by side or with space in between, and no one will see the fishing line. That's another way to do it. If you want to put these panels in the ceiling, which we strongly recommend, then you of course put these hooks here, and you put another pair of hooks here, and you do the same thing in the ceiling, and then you use rope or chain like this one, and then you can easily hang it from the ceiling. These are the panels that we're going to mount on this wall today. These panels are the model of Superchunk, so you see they are quite thick. They actually weigh 7.25 kilos each, so the whole contraption is 14.5 kilos. And this will now be mounted on the walls. And in order to do that, we have the Sounds of Science wall mounting system, which is a very flexible tool. We want to stress, however, that you don't need to use the Sounds of Science wall mounting tool. You can use any hooks you want. The good thing with the Sounds of Science wall mounting tool is that it's very flexible. So if you happen to drill the hole on the wrong place vertically, you can slide it up and down. If you happen to drill the hole on the wrong place when it comes to sideways, then you can slide the panel back and forth here, because if we see here, the mounting hole on the panel is larger than the actual device. So basically you can slide it back and forth. So the good thing with the Sounds of Science wall mounting system is that it's a very flexible tool. It allows for errors. But again, you don't need it. As long as you have one of these, you can use any hooks you want. Now we've made sure that the panels will hang horizontally. Another way to do it is to measure. If you don't have one of those contraptions, you can measure from the top of the ceiling. So then you can measure one point from the ceiling to the left or the right. And we have a very high ceiling here. And then you mark that, and then you do the same thing on the left side, and you mark that, and you draw a line in between them. Then you also have a very nice line. Now, that line won't be horizontally, unless the ceiling is extremely horizontally, of course. But it will follow the ceiling's line, and it will look very good. Now we put the plugs in place. A hammer is a good thing to use to just nail them there. Excellent. Peter takes a rubber and erases the line, so no traces of it is left on the wall. Always a nice thing. And there we go. Excellent. And the other one. And as you can see, Peter uses the line on the wall mounting system, so he puts both of them at the same place. But before we hang the panels, we're going to put on the 4 wall spacers on the back of the panel. So 4 for you and 4 for me. All you need to do is to remove the thin film of plastic on the back of the wall spacer, put it in each corner, and the purpose of this is, of course, to keep the panel evenly away from the wall. And using wall spacers makes them more effective. And it really doesn't matter where you put them, just as long as you put them a bit from the edge, because then no one can see them if they are looking at the panel from the side. Time for adjustment until the panels are hanging nicely side by side. And there they are. There we go. That's all. That is how easy it is to hang the Sounds of Science panels. And again, you do not need to use our wall mounting system, but it facilitates the whole thing, of course. And you do not need to hang them on the wall. You can hang them on the ceiling, put them on the floor, do whatever you want with them. That's a good thing.
It is.
Yes, it is. It's a brilliant thing. So thank you very much for watching, and see you soon again. Cheerio.
Thank you.